Hello, my dear ones. We're coming to you live from Port Charlotte, Florida. And we have Crystal from Canada.
Hi, everyone.
And I'm Dr. Morse. It's a pleasure to come to you and talk with you. We're just going to have a little bit of a rap session here.
And spent hours upon hours watching all Dr. Morse's videos. And I'm so thankful that he's out there putting out his energy and his time. And last November, I did, because I got the ovarian cysts. And
oh, yeah.
So I was trying all these different things. And then I was trying the yogurts and all that
the
sort of
yogurts. You know, they even teach women to douche with yogurt.
I know. I tried it.
What? I mean, it's insanity when you hear this stuff.
I know. And so I just kept, going this way, getting a roadblock. Going this way, that didn't work. And sometimes that's what it takes is like, if this doesn't work, try something different. It takes a lot to kind of crack that mind where you think, okay, proteins, and I did the high proteins and the yogurts and the surgeries and getting cut open for skin cancer. And then, another mole shows up right beside it. And so,
see, that's what's in your face about curing it the right way instead of treating it. We talked about that before the camera about treatment versus addressing the cause of this problem.
Exactly. And then it went to abnormal cervical cells, endometriosis,
look at that,
ovarian cysts. And my mom, she's had prolapsing.
Has she?
Right? So you know kind of what road I'm
headed down. Yeah. So and you're tall too.
Yeah, I'm tall.
So
pituitary,
pituitary and parathyroid.
Yeah, exactly.
And then start strengthening connective tissue.
Yeah.
The same time you're doing right with moving that, getting those kidneys to filter and moving that endo out of there.
Exactly.
Because that's just high acidosis, and destruction comes after that.
For sure.
So yeah, cleaning all that up, atypical. That's why I did that Hill Hall tea.
I got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that as a douching tea. It came out first. I had to have, for some reason, this particular year, I had a lot of women with atypical cells from pap smears, right? So I'm going, I got to have something for them, and I found out this tea will convert a atypical cell within a week to 2 weeks.
Amazing.
I know it.
I think that's crazy.
You see this painting here. Of course, they're not going to be able to see this. This was painted by a Greek artist, very intuitive painter. She gets it all from the inner planes. Her grandfather was Dr. Papalopoulos or whatever of the pap smear fame. He invented the pap smear. So we traveled around. She got 3 medical doctors and myself and traveled around teaching women how they could have partial hysterectomies and things like this. I'm the only one teaching them why do anything. Why not cure it?
Exactly.
Why not focus on the cause?
Exactly.
And and whenever we had our classes out and we traveled around the country, it seemed like few would listen to the medical doctors, but when I got up talking about how you would cure, people came in from everywhere. Because people are starving. I don't want to cut things out. I want to cure things. But to do that, it had to do what you did. You had to change your level of thinking.
Totally.
You had to realize that protein is acidic, and now you have chemistry in your background, you said. So that's a no-brainer. Excuse me. So when you looked at that, you were able to pull yourself to the base side, the alkaline side of chemistry dominant.
Oh, totally.
You only got 2 sides.
So simple.
People, it is so simple.
It kind of bothers me now because I'm like, really? It's this simple? And yet I felt like I had to go through this whole rabbit hole to come out to see the light. And it was really the mind of, trying to crack this open. And at work, I remember watching, I don't know how many videos you have out, but I'm pretty sure I watched every single one of them and had to. Because I just needed to hear over and over and over of why we should be eating fruit and why it's okay to eat fruit. And that just seems like, just me saying that now sounds...
Sometimes you have to plug in like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to plug in like that, and listen to things over and over again. But you got to stand up for truth wherever you are. Because in creation, it'll revert back to your awareness and give you consciousness, and that's what it's about, is getting a higher level of awareness. Because like now, you're awakening more and more and more to truth. Doesn't it feel good? Because you're seeing things now you didn't know before, and there's a releasing in that, isn't there? There's like I'm feeling freer and better.
That's exactly what it is. It's just a freeing of, you don't have to get lost in all these distractions anymore, and all this television tells lies to your vision.
Holy Lord.
There's so many commercials for this pill or take this or go get a Whopper, and then right after, here's take an antacid.
And a high blood pressure pill. And maybe even a constipation pill. I mean,
So you just see now, like, it's just crazy. You're just out of this whole game, it seems like.
Yeah.
And when I did a week of grapes, I did the grapes and the lemons, because I know you were talking about grapes.
My God.
And I just had this calling for grapes. So I was like, hey, let's do a week of grapes and lemons, the strongest, alkaline.
What did you do?
And it's, because I went from eating more vegan to, well, actually I got off a little bit. I think I went back to the yogurts because I was still lost in the mind. And did the week of grapes and lemons and mucus coming out. Every opening.
Oh, wow.
And I've done a few videos, so a lot of my
Here's the yogurt
subscribers
coming back out.
Totally. Whatever else is coming. Yeah, I caused it all, but unconsciously too.
Yeah. And we all do. But that's the game, I guess.
Yeah.
When you look around, that's the game that's set up for us, and we have to just learn how to play and win. And we're winning.
Well, and it's someone like you, which I'm so thankful for. Because I'm just happy to have the answer.
It's fun, isn't it?
And it's just like...
And keep getting them.
Yes.
Because you'll keep getting them. The more you quiet that mind, a lot more answers start coming, and they're big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like unreal. Where you thought you were this little bitty human body having a little bitty face-to-face experience, you now become this gigantic etheric being that is... a teacher of all of life. So it's pretty cool.
It is.
I know, I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah, so many of us have been born in these weak
No
bodies.
kidding.
And
anything, you doing these things and helping your friends and everything, I'm telling you, because there's just what you said, the skin problems, the cancers. I mean, we had this one little 1-year-old with a tumor behind her eye that we wanted to take her eye out.
Oh my God.
We got it out. And I said these are sort of the things, and we've got tons of 5-year-olds. I don't know what about Magic 5 and 6, brain tumors all over the place, pituitary tumors and stuff, all over the place.
I hear it in just friends of friends, the brain tumors.
Isn't that sad?
And we're talking 50 years old. That's just still young,
very young.
It's...
Yeah, but when you see all the balding out there, remember I was saying in the videos, when you saw all this balding, is going to be 40-year-old Alzheimer's and dementias, because what's taking off your hair?
Right, acids.
Acids. You go back to chemotherapy. Acids, strip, corrosive. It's like, and you want me to eat a diet full of that?
Proteins.
Yeah, exactly.
High protein.
Real smart. Yeah. I mean, there just hasn't been that awareness. It's been the mind lost in thought.
Exactly.
Right? And so it builds upon its own conditioning. So the mind is totally a conditioned instrument. There's nothing free or anything about it. It's a conditioned instrument, like your physical mind. Everything's conditioned except you. And that getting to that place where you're unconditioned and you feel free, and then you control your bodies, your thoughts, and your emotions, and you have fun. But you have it from a far greater viewpoint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When I was vegan, I was consuming a lot of soy. And then I started getting the pains.
Oh, yeah.
So then I had the ultrasounds, and then you got 2 ovarian cysts.
Estrogenic.
And, and I put 2 and 2 together. What could I be doing? And the doctor says, it's nothing that you're doing. And that didn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I feel like it has to be something I'm doing.
Yeah.
So.
It was, too.
Yeah, and I took
it always is. It's cause and effect. And when someone says, it's nothing you're doing, it's like, okay, maybe I better tiptoe out of this and find someone with some awareness.
Exactly, yeah. So then I take out the soy and, take out the dairy too, because then I went back to the yogurts. Maybe that will help the cysts, and took those.
I really never had anything major back then, just a little obesity and just, I don't know, I had migraine headaches every day growing up and stuff like that.
Too,
and it's just, migraines, there's no fun with migraines. If you have one every day. But and a medical doctor told my family it was that my eye muscles weren't matured, so I had to read every day, an hour every day. Well, try reading when you have migraines. So, I didn't realize it was the milk and the congestion and the pressures, and then the stomach is a big source for all types of headaches and stuff. And I didn't know that. As soon as I got on Raw, boom, all gone. And just like you, all this crap, but I knew it was, because I read it. People said you're going to lose some mucus.
Right.
I read Eric first. I'm going.
I just read that book.
Yeah, see, and it's mucus, and he was right on with that. Certain foods are mucosic responsive. In other words, they cause mucus, and those are generally the proteins.
Right.
Certain proteins, body goes, nope.
Yeah.
They're called foreign protein, and they can be what you think is natural food, like milk. Oh, that's milk. That's good, wholesome stuff. No, it isn't. And it has to be the mother of the species. If you're going to drink milk, you drink human milk. If not, go to a primate.
Gorilla.
You can get her down.
Right. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. It's funny too when you tell that to people, they think, "Oh, a gorilla."
Yeah.
But then
they'll give you a cow's milk, which is totally another species.
Exactly.
Totally another species.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or hog or something like that. And it's like, what? Because I remember years ago they used to think that humans were more like omnivores: hogs, dogs, chickens, and bears. It's like, really? I mean, the stupidity out there. Why is people afraid to say that the Homo sapien body, the body, is 97% primate? That's fact. Identical. So I don't know why people are. These are incredible beings. We're incredible beings in the human state. Can be.
Yeah.
So the advice to all your listeners, I would say, is get raw. Get yourself away from cooked foods. If you have to have some a little bit for balance and stuff, okay. Yeah. But get yourself on a raw diet. Try a 1 week grape diet.
Yeah.
1 week just grapes, right?
Exactly. It's when you apply it on yourself and just trying something different. That's where you're going to find your answer.
Exactly.
When you test it on yourself, and there's no harm in fruits.
None at all. Consider, here's the mistake people make. They're the most nutritious foods. Fruits and berries carry the highest electromagnetic energy of any food and the highest energy of any food. So why would you not want to go for the nutrition? When people think there's nutrition in dead animals, cooked dead animal meat, it's like, really?
Right.
Where's that nutrition? Where's the nutrition in dead beans that have enzyme inhibitors and all this stuff? Where's the nutrition in grains? It's just starch. There's none in these foods. So where does that take you? It pulls you right to fruits, berries, melons, and vegetables.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the bulk of vertebrates eat.
Right. And all those other foods, the cooked food, the meats, the dairies, that's so much harder for the body to digest.
Oh my God.
And it's foreign. So,
look at the difference.
Oh, yeah.
How you feel.
Oh, it's
Do you feel light?
Oh, yeah.
So people tell me, I like to feel that heaviness. And I'm like, you do? I don't.
Yeah.
You feel light, like you get up and jump and lope like an antelope and stuff. You just have so much energy and so much freedom. There's no limitations, no shackles anymore.
Right. It's like we're not used to this type of energy or this type of feeling. So I think people people want to pull back to what's
exactly. They get scared of it, maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder how healthy a human could get. How powerful. You see how powerful the primates are. We're the same species, but more evolved neurologically. How powerful could we get as a raw food? How strong? Because if you've been a raw foodist any length of time, one thing you will feel is the power coming into your muscles from where? You don't have to work them. They're coming in from someplace. Where's this power coming in from? Exactly. There's levels out there man needs to taste.
It's cool stuff.
To put a smile on the face.
It's cool stuff.
Now, remember when you start on a healthy diet, all the symptoms, if you had bronchitis, if you've had ovarian cysts, or if you've had pain, you had a car wreck, and maybe you got tore up a little bit, these things can come back on you. Because you're basically walking backwards in time, eliminating those things that made you weak, those things that destroyed tissue in you. And those are called healing crises. So you can have a bout of bronchitis. Live through it. Get that mucus out, and then you won't have it anymore. No more mucus. It's the mucus you hadn't noticed that the body's trying to get rid of, but that's contained in all the acids. It's the way the body protects you. So it's up to each and every one of you to ride your own horse, to be the driver of your own car. Grab your power back, especially you ladies out there. You grab your power back. This world is very male dominant right now, and they've been taking a lot of the power away from the females. No, you get your power back. We need the love of the female principle. We need the beauty of the female principle on this planet now.
And that's actually who I'm going after, just based on what I've gone through is ovarian cysts, endometriosis.
Absolutely.
I have normal cervical cells, and I did a video on douching with your heel alti.
Get that out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good job, honey.
And, you know, because I got no shame.
Yeah.
You know, I put myself out there.
Well, this is real life. This is reality.
Exactly.
Every body part is reality.
Yeah.
Everything is reality. We got to help each other get well.
Exactly.
So don't be embarrassed about anything. Douching, enema, stuff like this. This is all of us working on our body. We all have bodies.
It's just a body.
It's just a body.
Exactly.
But you are not just a body. You are an incredible being, and I want you to grab a hold of that and appreciate that beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Get your body healthy while you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to keep it all your life.
Yeah, no. And that's good for a lot of us out there.
Yeah. But fruits, berries, and melon, try it.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go? You're eating food. It's not like you're starving. Eat all you want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not starving. Like if you did a 10-day grape diet. You're eat all the grapes you want. You're eating. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the most nutritional electrical food on the planet. Try it.
And the fruit kingdom, like if you don't like a certain fruit, the fruit kingdom's massive. That was what shocked me, is that for so long I didn't even realize the taste of papayas and these melons. You know, I was craving them, especially when I was diagnosed with skin cancer. I was craving fruit. I went to my naturopath.
Look at that.
Went to my naturopath and I said, you know what I'm eating? She wanted me to eat more vegetables. And I said, well, I'm actually eating more fruit. She goes, no, we want you to eat more vegetables. But didn't explain why, right? Because they're both sugars.
Yeah.
But no, stay away from fruit. It has too much sugar. That's just the saying out there. Stay away from fruit. It has too much sugar. But that's actually what we need. Our cells need.
It is.
And that's where the health is.
It
like
is.
Your berries and your grapes and melons. It's like, that's where the hydration is. That's what I needed with my skin cancer, my whole lymph system.
Oh, yeah.
Just so dehydrated.
Oh, yeah.
My body was telling me, this is what you want. This is what I'm craving.
And you went with that instead of listening to your practitioner, and that's a good thing. Is listen intuitively, not those that say I got to have a piece of meat. That's not intuitiveness.
Yeah, I know. You
were living intuitively, and that's really exactly what you needed: hydrated, and energized, and cleaned, and enhanced. I mean, you can't say enough good things about that.
No, and it's just see how you feel. Like, do you know, go back to the standard American diet or Canadian diet of meat and eggs and dairy, and then go back to that and see how you feel. You know, I've gone back to the dairy, and right away, I got the what do you call it? The phlegm.
Yeah. And
then you go back to the grapes, and it just takes it right out, and you don't have the whole congestion.
It's like we were talking about earlier, that 30-year-old I was reading with all the bowels cut out and everything else. It's like, after a while, my God, enough is enough. Can't you guys not learn how to regenerate tissue? But that's not their field. And so, you know, they're in the field of diseases that they created. They're into that illusion and the concept of pharmaceuticals. And it's like, all right, let's scoot that heavy, nasty picture away because it isn't a picture of health and vitality and happiness. We want truth, awareness. We want to understand. We want to be happy. We want to feel like we're our own boss and driving our own car. We want to be empowered to stand up for ourselves. We want to be humble in front of others. You know, we want to have a good spiritual life.
That's the biggest thing, like you said, it's like getting your power back.
Exactly.
And I find, you know, so many people, they've been hit so hard on their self-esteem, and especially with these medications and the food, it can bring your glands down, and you sometimes can't even see the carrot in front of you, right?
Exactly.
And so it's about like unpeeling these layers and getting to, you know, truth and the core of you, and finding your freedom and your health, and you know the beauty of all that, and getting out of these traps, and which it's so freeing once you do, but it's really about just jumping out of the box and trying something different.
Yeah.
And that's where you're going to find your answer.
Something way out there, but that is so common sense. You know, for a lot of people on the planet, eating fruit is way out there, but it's not way out there.
I know.
It's
I thought
not.
that too.
I mean, we are primate-ish. I mean, it's not. Just take a look around. Because we can migrate to hostile environments, we become paleos. And it's like, it's interesting to me that they promote that. I watched the previews of a new movie, and it's showing man as a paleo again. It's like, they don't show man as an islander, and they need to. They're building wrong perceptions in humans. And, of course, then you have the arguments over paleo diets and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, You're arguing over something you don't understand.
It's like the merry-go-round.
I know, and you see that.
Yeah. And then you start to wonder, is this like history repeating itself over and over and over?
It is,
right?
and this is why we have to break this chain. That's the mind. It's like a phonograph. Its grooves are cut, and it just keeps on playing the same damn song over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You've got to change the grooves.
Actually, you brought up something that reminded me. Because I saw one of your videos on YouTube, and I think the first video I watched was something about everything. What was it titled? Everything Wrong About Foods, or I can't remember what it was titled. But I remember clicking into it, and I watched you, and it was a few years ago. And you're talking about beans and grains and meat and dairy, and you had me with the meat and the dairy because I was kind of going vegan at that time. But then I was thinking, my mind was thinking, well, what am I going to eat, right? And that's what we think. What are we going to eat?
There's nothing left. After you get rid of the grains, you get rid of the beans, you get rid of the meats, you get rid of the dairies, what's left?
Right.
The main food for man. I mean, that's the problem.
And I thought, well, I'm going to eat just fruit and vegetables, right? So then I didn't come back to you. But I didn't I just wasn't ready, I guess, at that time. And then I came back once I started getting ovarian cysts.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
so then I was like, okay, there's
I'm glad
something.
you did.
Yeah. I was like, there's something about this man that is like pulling me towards him. Yeah. So no, I'm so thankful that you're out there and you're on YouTube, because otherwise I wouldn't have got this information.
Yeah, you know what? I am so blessed to be able to help you guys like that, and all of you taking it and helping others. It's just, it's caught on, and I tell you, it's beautiful to see. There's so many skin problems, but to have a skin problem, you have to have systemic stagnation of the lymphatic system. That's the scary problem. Psoriasis and all that, easy to fix. It's what it means that's scary. And it means that your body is highly acidic head to toe. And it's just like your cells and cervix. Anytime, waiting for that to become intracellular acidosis and then the breakdown of the tissue of the cell. Right. So it can be anywhere. It can be anywhere.
Yeah.
And not even know it.
Exactly. And it's just that genetic weakness that you can see in the eye.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's the beauty of the eyes,
yeah,
right there.
I got into that a little bit.
Did you really?
Yeah, well, I got a bit of a rosary. I don't know if you can see it.
You've got a bit of a rosary?
Well, I think so.
I'd have to see it in the
right
camera.
eye, yeah.
Wow, so, you want that gone.
I know.
She's talking about lymph node swelling. In iridology, there's what we call a lymphatic rosary. And what it is, when the lymph nodes are swollen in your body, they make little white dots that go all the way around your iris. If all of your lymph nodes were swollen, and we call it a rosary. You want that gone. Because remember, the lymph node is between the cells and the outside world from kidneys and skin. You lose the lymph nodes, there's no way for your tissues to remove these acids, and the acid will just chew them up.
Yeah.
And it's just that's all, it's as simple as any sewage backing up to any house.
Yeah, it's so true. And I can see my mom, I'm getting it from my mom, because the issues that she has now at 50, I think she's 60, sorry. I'm getting now.
Oh, you want to look at mom.
Yeah. So I'm going right down that path, but I'm turning my car around.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Well, get a picture of mom's eyes, or with the cell phone or whatever, a picture of yours, and just look them out and go, okay. Or dad's, you go, okay, I've got mom's this, I got dad's this, but a lot of mom comes through a lot of people.
Well, she likes her cakes, and I liked them too. The cakes and the cookies.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
If I have to say I'm going to cheat, I'm going to cheat toward the carbon side instead of the protein, nitrogen side.
Right, yeah.
I'm just going to do it. Yeah. It might be the fungal side, but it ain't the worm side.
That's us too, like the rice and the potatoes.
Exactly. That's it's going to be on the carbon side.
Yeah. At least it's still carbon.
Exactly. So this has been fun. So great love to all your people out there.
Yes.
Have fun. Jump in. Listen to her. Crystal is just what she is, Crystal, and that is the knower of all things. So
just get it from this guy.
You just keep working on it, sweetheart. It's a pleasure to meet you too, and all of you guys out there, and have fun on this journey, because this journey should be fun. If it's not, turn it around for yourself. You're the boss. Remember that. If you're not, you become the boss of your own world.
Thank you so much for all your time, and you're amazing.
You guys are amazing too.
What you
Love
do.
you, man.